It seems that in 2025, Japanese passport holders will be exempt from a visa for 30 days or less to enter China. Is this a welcoming measure for foreign tourists? Now is the perfect time to take a trip to China. So let's make a plan. First, which city in China should I go to? I've been to Shanghai and Chengdu more than 20 years ago. This time I think I'll go to the capital, Beijing. When is the best time to go? Of course, it depends on personal convenience. I decided on May as I think it's a good weather season. But after May Day seems like a good time. Let's book a flight. I use Skyscanner. The flight departing from Haneda Airport at 14 o'clock seems to be the best for me. It actually cost about 60,000 yen. Next, let's book a hotel. There are more than 13,000 hotels in Beijing on Trip.com. How should we search for one? Let's decide on a neighborhood. Popular locations seem to be Tiananmen Square, Universal Beijing Resort, and Wangfujing. I want to stay near the center where the Forbidden Palace is located, so I'll choose Wangfujing, which looks like a downtown area. When I filtered for Wangfujing, the results were about 2,000. I thought that chain hotels would be a safe bet. For example, Huazhu Group operates 10,000 hotels. So I searched for hotels affiliated with this company and decided on this one. What is the schedule? I'm planning to stay for 5 nights and 6 days. The first day is arrival and the last day is return, so it will be 4 days in total. On the first day of the 4 days, I'll go to Tiananmen Square and the Palace Museum. I'm not sure how long it will take to see the Palace Museum, but if I have time left, I'd like to explore the city. The next day, I want to go to the National Museum. It's large and will probably take a while, so I'm not sure what to do after that. I would like to go to the Badaling Great Wall on the 4th or 5th day, but I will have to wait and see the weather before deciding. I would also like to visit the Temple of Heaven, Bird's Nest, and other places. Okay, let's get ready for the trip. Yes, there are a few things I'm concerned about when traveling to China. Let's check them out. Internet. I've heard that some American companies' services and news cannot be accessed in China. I'll probably be able to bypass the restrictions by using my smartphone's data roaming. What's more, NTT Docomo Zahamo, which is used in Japan, offers free data roaming. Or some eSIM services such as Airalo seem to have the same effect. However, it's unclear whether this is certain in either case, so it's best to do some research. Money. Yes, you should set up Alipay and WeChat. If you use these two apps to pay for purchases, you won't need cash, and you won't get any change thrown back. It's also often used to order food at restaurants through mini programs. For example, the process goes like this. Enter the restaurant without saying a word. Take a seat, scan the QR code. Select an item from the menu, order, and pay. Your food is served and you eat. Leave the restaurant without saying a word. For setup, you will need to register your credit card and upload your ID, i.e. passport information for real name authentication. The simple steps are as follows. Download the app and sign up with your mobile phone number. Register your credit card. Use your passport for real name authentication. For more details, try it out for yourself. Do I need cash? Of course you should. If you are worried that for some reason you may not be able to use electronic payments or credit cards locally, you can rest assured by bringing enough of your home currency to cover all expenses. If you are paying for your hotel locally, bring that amount as well. Some tourist attractions in Beijing require advance reservations. For example, Tiananmen Square, the Palace Museum, and the National Museum. I actually made reservations at these 3 places, so let's take a look. Search for Tiananmen广场on WeChat to find the mini program. Select my phone number. Select a date and enter my name and ID. I've made a reservation. Next, try making a reservation at the Palace Museum. Launch the WeChat mini program and proceed with input, but an error occurs. It seems that you can only proceed with a phone number within China. I opened the website in my browser and tried it, and I was successful in making a reservation. It is also reflected on the mini program screen. By the way, I used Alipay to pay. I was able to confirm that I could use Alipay before my trip. The National Museum also requires advance reservations. There is a WeChat mini program here, but there may be restrictions on phone numbers, so I try to make a reservation on the website. It tells me to use the mini program, but it seems I can make a reservation on the English page. However, no matter how many times I try to authenticate my email, an error occurs, so I gave up that day. Perhaps it was due to traffic load. I tried again the next day and the screen moved forward. I got another error, but after several tries I was able to make a reservation. About the Badaling Great Wall. There are several parts of the Great Wall that tourists can visit in Beijing, but this one seems to be the most popular, so I'd like to go there. What is the best way to get there? There seem to be these transportation options. I chose the high-speed rail. It seems you can make reservations, so let's give it a try. This seems to be the official website for Chinese train reservations, so I'll use it. First, I tried accessing it on my PC, but there was always an error when sending the passport photo for authentication. There is a smartphone app, so I installed it and tried it here. In English mode, the screen was grayed out halfway through and I couldn't proceed. In Chinese mode, I was able to proceed to the passport photo upload screen. When I tried to upload, there was an error. When I changed my internet connection from my home Wi-Fi to mobile communication, the upload was successful and approved. What on earth does this mean? I had vaguely noticed that mobile communication was faster to connect to Chinese sites, but does this mean that NTT Docomo's routing is superior? I haven't decided on the date yet, so I'll make the reservation later. By the way, you may be able to make reservations using other services such as Trip.com or Alipay, but I haven't tried them, so I don't know. And finally, the whale. Him. If you have any other questions, ask this whale. He's a reliable travel companion. But it's better to ask the others about sensitive matters. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. I arrived at Haneda Airport. There was a long queue in front of the Air China counter. I had checked in through the app, so I received my paper ticket and checked my luggage, which took about an hour. I'm glad I arrived early. After completing immigration procedures, I headed to the boarding area. About an hour after boarding, I had my in-flight meal. The butter was from New Zealand, so I spread it all on the bread. I arrived in Beijing. Immigration procedures were pretty quick. I moved between areas on a mini train. Saw a chaji, so I decided to buy one. I used Alipay to launch the mini program via NFC and somehow managed to buy one. Milk tea, the taste was average. I take the Capital Airport Express to my hotel in the city center. Using a QR code like Alipay or the tap of a contactless credit card to board. I transfer to subway line 5 at Bixinchao station. I get off at Dongqikao station and I'm in a hutong near my hotel. I arrived at the hotel. The room looked nice. But I could hear a lot of noise and voices outside and in the hallway. My sleep tracker app recorded a lot of conversations in the middle of the night, but I slept well. I tried a banana. When I picked up a mandarin orange, I remembered that a Chinese person who was with me on a local tour in Sichuan province gave me one. Let's go out. After a short walk, I came to the wide street of Wangfujing. It's quite lively. There are several large commercial buildings. Let's go into this building and have dinner. When I entered the restaurant, they brought us soybean soup. I ordered jjajangmyeon and other dishes on WeChat. The noodles were quite chewy and good. The sausage had a unique taste, and I can't say I liked it, but I managed to eat it. By the way, this is the restaurant. There was an interesting exhibition on the second basement floor of this building. It seems that there is nostalgia in China too. On the way back to the hotel, I had chocolate gelato. Then I went into a candy store and were given a basket, so I bought some. That's the end of day 1. Day 2 has begun. This morning I'll try Luckin Coffee. I'll try ordering through WeChat's mini program. I don't really get it. I always get an error. After trying a few things and researching, I decided to try Alipay. I was able to order. Got it. I ordered watermelon iced coffee, but it didn't taste that great. It seems I spent over an hour trying to get it. I'm going to Tiananmen Square now. I don't have time to waste on buying coffee. I went through the underground passage to the other side of the road, and many people were lined up. I wasn't sure what the queue was for, but I joined in too. They were checking our ID. I passed through and headed towards the square. After this, there were 2 ID and baggage inspections, and after passing through them, I could go to the square. The building with the long queue is the Chairman Mao Memorial Hall. I couldn't get a reservation. Go through this underground passage to the Forbidden City. I bought an ice cream. It was jasmine tea flavored. It was nice. It's a restaurant, but it looks like there's a line. Let's go into the gallery of clocks. There are many very beautiful clocks on display here, which is amazing. Next, I went into the treasure gallery. This was also very beautiful. The Palace Museum is very large, so it's hard to see everything. And I don't even know where I am. I somehow found a restaurant and went in. This is what I ate. There are a lot of people, but today is not a holiday. It seems like I am about to leave. Bought at a souvenir shop. I'm tired. Let's go for a coffee. Looking at the map, it seems to be around here. Cold brew and butterfly cake. It's good. Well, I bought a tea at Chapanda and went back to the hotel. I think it was this one. It was nice. I'm at Qianmen Street. It's a really big street. I'm going to have dinner. Peking duck. It's good. Salad is good too. The meat is average. Let's walk around the street a bit more. After that, I went back to the hotel. Day 2 is over. The third day has started. This morning I had coffee at Starbucks. I'm sure I ordered this. The cream is stuck to the lid. I came to the National Museum. I think they told me not to use my power bank at the baggage inspection. It's a big building with a very wide atrium. I'm not sure where to start, but I'll go to the basement floor. This is the exhibition area of ancient Chinese civilization. There are a lot of people, but I don't think today is a holiday. By the way, if you look closely, it seems that videos are prohibited in the exhibition area, so I'll just take a photo. We can't use power banks, so we need to be careful about the remaining battery life of our smartphones. There are a lot of exhibits. I go out to the souvenir corner, and that's the end of the ancient Chinese civilization area. I bought this. What is this? So, what is this room? Let's look around at other exhibits. There doesn't seem to be a restaurant in this museum, so I have lunch with a sandwich, lemonade, cold brew coffee that I bought at the stand. Yep, it's good. Hmm. I'm tired. I'll go back to the hotel and have some tea. I bought it at Hatia. I chose a new product. Tibetan cheese tea? It's so good. I'll have dinner at a restaurant in a shopping mall. Tomato-flavored hot pot. This kind of food is just right. End of day 3. Good morning. My morning coffee on the 4th day was from Grid Coffee. I had Chinese beans brewed by pour over. It tasted good. I came to the Temple of Heaven Park. I heard that the Temple of Heaven is beautiful. I bought a ticket and entered. The temperature is low today, but I only brought short-sleeve clothes, so it's a little cold. I can see it. I'm going to that place. There is an ID check here. I've arrived. It's starting to rain a little. The roses are beautiful. Let's take a look. I took the subway and arrived at Nanluoguxiang, a hutong. This place seems to be quite touristy, but it wasn't very crowded today, probably because the weather wasn't so good. I had lunch here. This is a famous chain restaurant. It is Jiajiangmian. The noodles weren't as chewy as the ones I had the other day, but it was good with lots of toppings. Going north from Nanluoguxiang, we arrived at Beiluoguxiang. There are not many shops here, but there are signs of cafes. Let's go in. There are many kinds of pour-over coffee. I ordered and sat down. This is lemon cheese pie. It's very delicious. The coffee is a whiskey blend. It may not be actually blended with whiskey, but infused, but it really tastes of whiskey and is a very wonderful taste. I was able to enjoy the best chill time. I walked to another hutong. By the way, dirty coffee seems to have originated in a Japanese shop, but I have never seen it in Japan. However, it seems to be quite popular in China. I arrived at Wudaoying Hutong. There's a famous coffee shop here. It's Metal Hands. I went in and ordered. Guava dirty. When I drank it, it was a taste I had never experienced before. Multiple flavors mixed in my mouth. What wonderful coffee. And the cake was good too. Well, Beijing is the capital of China, but does it have no tall buildings? Surely not. So let's go and see them. I took the subway to the Guoma station and went outside. There are indeed skyscrapers. Let's walk a little. This is Beijing's Central Business District. I would like to go to the tallest building, but I can't. It seems that there is a large-scale construction going on. I could turn north here. This is the Chinatown. I can't get in unless I take a vertical shot. And this is the CCTV headquarters building. Looking at these two should be enough. The hotel water is replenished every day. The rain is getting stronger, so I have dinner nearby. This one had tripe and tofu. It was good, but a little strong in flavor. I booked a high-speed train ticket to go to the Badaling Great Wall tomorrow. Day 4 is over. This is day 5. I'm going to the Great Wall today, but before that, I have something to do in the morning. Coffee. I went in and tried to order from WeChat, but the screen didn't move properly due to the slow network, so I ordered at the counter this dirty. A very creative drink. It's absolutely awesome. Now I'm heading to Badaling Great Wall. First, I took the subway to Qinghua Station. It was a bit far to get here. It's a pretty big station. There are passengers lined up. The gates open 20 minutes before boarding time. I showed my passport and passed through. I got off at the platform and got on. It seems I ended up sitting opposite other passengers. I'll make a reservation for the return high-speed train now. The train departed. I arrived at Badaling Great Wall Station. It seems to be deep underground, so the escalator is long. I left the station. Where should I go? It seems that I can buy a ropeway ticket at this ticket counter. I plan to go up on foot. Let's head this way. By the way, it seems that I need a Chinese phone number to buy a ticket through the app. I bought a ticket here and entered. I think the most popular route is to go to the north side. I've came to the Great Wall. In some places there are slopes instead of stairs. The temperature is low today, so it's rather comfortable. It would be tough on a hot day. That's probably the highest point in Beibailong. My goal is to get there. There are a lot of people. Today is not a holiday. I've finally arrived. Let's go back. The road splits to the left and right, but I went to the right. It seems to join on the way. It seems I can ride the toboggan here, but it costs 80 yuan, so I didn't. This is the exit. Lunch. It looks like beef stew. I ate this. I wonder if it's ice cream. By the way, these are the things I bought at the souvenir shop. There are a lot of pandas, aren't there? I'm heading to the station. I'll take the high-speed train back to Qinghe Station. I came to a park. This is Yuanmingyuan. Here are the remains of a stone building built about 300 years ago. It's a rare sight in East Asia. There are a lot of students on a school trip. They are walking around in a line, but this is a maze. I'll go in anyway. I made it. By the way, I haven't had my afternoon coffee yet, but it looks like I can have some here, so let's go in. Who would have thought they'd have dirty coffee in a place like this? And a snake. The snake is chocolate with a mousse underneath, but it's frozen and hard. This year's zodiac sign is the snake, so maybe it's been in the freezer since New Year's? I waited for it to melt. I took the subway to the Beijing Olympic Center station and got off. There were quite a lot of people. This is Beijing Olympic Park. It seems there is a music event. Of course, I don't have a ticket, so I can't enter. This is the bird's nest, the venue. Opposite, it is the water cube. This wide street seems to be an extension of the Beijing Central Axis. There are pandas. I'm heading to a shopping mall. I'll have dinner at this restaurant. Some kind of green vegetable. Noodles with pork. It's nice. I'll have some tea after the meal. I'll buy it here. It has lemon and bitter melon in it, but it's kind of good. It was dark when I went outside. There are lots of lights up. I can hear music. It's lit up over there too. There's a crowd at the starch syrup crafts. I'll go back to the hotel. I bought some rice cakes like this at Wangfujing, but I couldn't finish them. End of day 5. It's the last day. I'll go for my morning coffee. There's nothing to do today but drink coffee. It's Manor coffee. I got a jasmine green tea flavored latte. The balance between the coffee and the tea is great. I arrived at the airport. There's a restaurant on the second floor. I'll have lunch. They have in-flight meals, but they're not many. I went in here. I'll pay NFC type. Beef noodles. I like the taste. After completing the immigration procedures, I headed to the departure area. Starbucks or Costa Coffee? I went to Starbucks because it's located there. I'll have some kind of latte.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
Now I'm going back home. Beijing was so much fun. Thank you for watching. Bye.